I mean, that's the sim at its best offline case.
9.5 right.
9.5 yards right, 15 launch, 2200 spin, 162.
128 peak height.
That might be a weakness with this driver. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Big episode today. We are finalizing what's in the bag. Think of this as Thanksgiving to the Christmas holidays. We know that the main event is the what's in the bag when we finalize the 14 clubs or whatever squad we put together that are going to sort of account for the 14 clubs. But we have to make some decisions before we get to there. And this is a big one. We have a few drivers to be considering today. We have the GT3 products that have been kind of mostly in this year. I have an 8 degree, a 9 degree, depends on how I'm hitting it, kind of if I'm hitting cuts, if I'm hitting draws, which one I go with. And as always, it always makes an appearance. It's the SIM driver that I can't seem to get away from. There's certain days when I'm just struggling so much in the golf course, I just think how good I drove the ball with that. And it just makes me go grab it and go, okay, a safety blanket, this is such a good, even if it's just for how it looks and how it feels and the nostalgia of how I hit it, it tends to get me back on track. And I really, really like that. But at the end of the day, we're working some stuff in the swing, which I really think is going to be functioning nicely over the next few weeks. Hopefully we can take that to the course, to the graduation series, and it gets us over the line. But we need to make a decision. Are we in a sim, an 8 degree GT3 or a 9 degree GT3? We've got some shaft options. Let's find out today. Okay, so if a client came into the fitting bay with me today and said, Ian, I've got 3 drivers. I don't know which one to use. I would always say this to them. Which one would you use if you were going to go and play today? If you had to tee up right now, which one would you take? And for me, that is the sim. I've got a Diamana Blue Board 63X in there, the limited edition red, white, and blue. Shocker. That's a preference of mine. You'd never believe it. But this one's set up really, really nicely. It's just got some unique launch characteristics. It's not the fastest driver. I have noticed that. But it does have a little bit more launch, a little bit less spin, really good on miss hits. It doesn't love to go left, which I kind of veer a little bit that direction at times. So, those are some of the reasons why I do always gravitate back to, this golden oldie. So let's hit a few and let's see what the numbers say. That's a perfect example. That was a perfect example. Case, how far offline was that?
9.8 right.
9.8 right. I necked the you-know-what out of that. Launch was 12.1, spin was 2,800, it flew 270. It's probably going to go out to 285, 158 ball speed. It done me no damage. I can live with those numbers all day long, but obviously, I'm aspiring to get a little bit better than that. But if that's what a miss looks like, I'm happy. Got a couple more with this. Yeah. I mean, that's the sim at its best offline case.
9.5 right.
9.5 yards right. 296 in the air. 15 launch, 2200 spin, 162.
128 peak height.
That might be a weakness with this driver. That might be where at times, guys, I maybe don't love that it goes up now. If it's perfect conditions, I'll take that all day long. But it does have a bit of that real up to it. Okay, a little spinny, maybe caught it a bit low in the head. How far right did that go?
11.5.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. Good,
manageable. Guys, one thing I am not looking for is which one goes the furthest. I'm really not looking for that. It has to have distance as part of the overall package and balance, but it's not going to be a long drive contest when it comes to, these drivers. Okay, driver number 2. GT3 9 degree with the Ventus Blue. This is probably the one that makes the most sense to me that I would do well with at the minute. Let's see if it kind of fits the billing. I don't think I can hit it better than that. 5 yards left.
4.3, closer to 4.
Struggling. That was nice. Right in the middle of the head. What was get the launch? 14.4, 2400 on 61. That was good. It felt good. Peak height on that case?
125.
Had high. A bit high. I kind of like what it's doing, but it's just a tad on the high side. Okay, let's go GT3 9 degree, sorry, 8 degree. I'm not going to entertain the GT Diamana GT shaft though. I'm going to actually switch that one out because I love what I'm feeling out that Ventus Blue, and I don't want to be. I'm swinging at 111, 112 today. What was that? Oh, yeah, 112 there. Okay, let's see if we can get that flight down. Ventus Blue, Gen 2, Velocore Plus, 6X, 45 inches and a quarter, I think. Let's get that flight down a little bit. Ideal launch numbers between 12 and 13, spin rate about 22, 2300. I would say 100 to 105 feet. Almost. I got it a hair thin offline, 6, 7 yards.
13.
Was
13
it?
left. Yeah, 12.9.
13 left. Okay. I liked it a lot. 163 ball. Peak height?
112.
That one so far would be the closest, I think, to ideal. Thank you, toe of the driver. Offline.
5.
Launch angles came down a bit, eh?
Yeah, 12.5.
I like that window. Ball speed staying more consistently, 163-ish.
Yeah, this was 162, yeah.
So it doesn't have the same carry number as the Sim had. The Sim had a 290 plus carry, but this one definitely flies in a better window. Offline?
10.7.
Right?
So, no, 11 left.
Really? That looks
291 carry,
pretty
though.
perfect to me. So we're climbing and we're staying really consistently in that window. What's the peak height on them?
112, 117, and then 99.
Oh, 99, little
Last
bullet
one's
ball.
99, yeah.
That's the one I like. That's got a little bit of life on the other end, on the angle of descent as well. 17 degrees of that delivered loft. That was really, really nice. Had a touch of the left in it, didn't it? What was that, 40?
32.
No, I mean, yeah, it's in the rough. I love the numbers again, 12, 5, and a bit low in spin. Okay, so let's go round 2 with Sim. Let's hit Sim one more time. I'm convinced after hitting that GT3 is the right one. I'm convinced about that GT3 being, of the Titleist ones, that is the contender. That shaft feels great, so I'm happy with this. Just high, isn't it?
137.
Even flight this one down just a touch. What was the height on that one?
111. 112.
Yeah, sweet spot.
Which one do you think feels like the most work, Ian?
You know, maybe case today, because of this wind, like strong out the left, the height that the Sim is flying is making it a challenge. I feel like the GT3 8 degree with the Ventus Blue was like the nicest flight. That was good. That was pretty solid.
107 height, 9.1 right, 291.5 carry.
Yep. No, that was solid. So really, it's head to head. It's 8-degree GT3
Okay.
versus Sim. Okay, round 2 with the 8-degree GT3. If you were to put a gun to my head right now, I think I would probably say this one is probably the best. Solid.
278 carry, 15 right, 122 peak height.
Yeah, a bit bottomy, but I liked the numbers. What's the number there?
Well, that was 20 left.
Which is fine. Most
109
fairways.
peak height,
Yeah.
285 carry.
What was that one?
That was 118 height,
Yeah, like it.
13 left, 296.5 carry.
These are some big carries.
Mm.
All right, guys. We had a team discussion. The consensus is the Sim is good straight, or it leaks a little right, but it doesn't really go left. The GT3 doesn't go as far right, but it has a little bit of left in it. So we've just played around with the CG shifter. Actually going to go one more. I'm going to go all the way to T2. I was hitting more toe strikes than anything else today, which is actually my desired miss. I don't want to miss it Healy at all. So yeah, I kind of bit of a last round between the two. Okay, GT3, weight all the way in the toe, no left ball. It was actually a little bit of a drop kick.
Nice drop kick.
It's a good drop kick. Okay, one last round with the Sim 2 case.
Okay.
I'm going to try and do you justice, old friend. Nothing else. Just goes too high, doesn't it? Was that 130?
130 peak height, 13.5 right, 272 carry.
I think that's the biggest kicker today. It's peak height.
Mm.
It's launch angle. Maybe GT3 will sneak it by a little bit of speed, but that's not a deal breaker for me. The moon, isn't it?
127 there, 8.9 offline, 288 carry.
In a vacuum and in a bubble, that's pretty good. GT3 again, one more time, Case.
Yep.
And the last swings of the day, boys. Case, what was the peak height in that?
That was 93.5 peak height.
Yeah, was not bad. Not bad at all. I think out of control of the peak height, GT3 has to win. Best one of the day. And that's hit so good. What was that, 10 left?
13.4 left.
Okay.
105.7 peak height, 298.3 carry.
That's the money ball. Okay, decision is made. How do we make sure I don't relapse? One of you two need to take these other two home. Donate
I have
it.
to.
Value Village on the way down the road. All right. Yeah, decision made. 8 degrees, A1 setting, Ventus Blue, 6X, 45.25. I haven't checked swing weight on it. I don't have a swing weight scale right now. Red weight, standard weight's probably sitting in around D2.5 to D3.5, somewhere in there. Ballpark, close enough. This is what's going in the bag. This guy, it obviously is such a good driver for me for certain things and certain times, but it does just has that, moon ball in it that I don't really need that right now, to be honest, to be launching at 14, 15 degrees. There was a few too many of those today. the winner for me was the management of the peak height with the GT3 was just stellar. And it's every bit the match of carry distance and all the other stuff that the sim is. So yeah, GT3 wins. That's a big decision made at the top end of the bag. You guys will see the full what's in the bag coming up very, very soon. There probably is one or two other decisions to make. Primarily the next club is probably my biggest challenge of the year. I'm a mini driver guy. I'm a fairway wood guy. What do I do there? So irons, wedges, good. Now driver, good. Decision made. And then after that, we've probably just got putter and fairway wood stroke hybrid, that final decision to make. So a couple other head-to-head videos to be done before we finally get there. And then we'll do a full breakdown of the specs for you guys coming up in the next kind of couple of weeks anyway. So stay tuned for that. Tough loss for the old favorite, but a really great performing driver in the GT3. Stay tuned for more head-to-head series, guys. We'll see you again soon.